Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancier. I wanted to come and say hello. Wish you a good day. First, I wanted to thank God for everything. I hope that we don't do that enough. We should be in gratitude. We should, no matter how difficult sometimes our life may be, whatever we had in our life, all that we had, all the good things, all the love, everything that I have been experiencing is because of God. And as we tune into this potential of God, who is only good, we are opening ourselves to the potential of receiving so much more. That many blessings, and so to be in gratitude, to thank God first every day is a very important step to understand, to reconnect to our divine nature, and also I want to thank personally God because of the incredible freedom that God is providing for me, that I see before me for the rest of my life. There will be the fulfillment of my life's plan, my destiny in many sense, and so I wanted to express that gratitude. I also wanted to express your gratitude for you, for your work, for your attention, for being in this presence, and continue to cultivate this light and love within yourself. For the time is now, the time is now. There is no other time. What are we waiting for? Are we not tired of waiting? For God has been waiting for us to connect, so that He can align all our energy. As we surrender everything to that divine source within ourselves, we can move into this path of grace, ease, and alignment, where we can find true fulfillment within this divine love. So it is important. I wanted to say that there is a great deal of a negative extraterrestrial that have been living on the planet for a very long time, for like 12,000 years, essentially, that have been like manipulating the control matrix and all those things. And they were the ones that were giving the power to all the dark pyramid of control that the humans have been played. But the frequency of the earth being raised, those beings are living. They're all living. They're no longer here. They don't see any point of them being here because they're not ready to move into this higher light. And as those are living, all the humans that are controlling the matrix will no longer have the support and the assistance that will allow them to maintain that pyramid of control. So we got to be ready for a great shift and change in a societal level. I also wanted to say that there is a parallel society that exists, for those, maybe some of you already know that exists inside the earth. It's right below the surface ground. There is cities and there is like hyper tunnels and bullet trains that all over the world that can transport all the personnel. They don't need to take planes. They just take those trains, and it goes very, very fast. So there is like those bases were essentially inhabited by the humans that are submissive to this dark program, by reptilian, by hybrids. But a lot of the darkest bases have been already cleansed by the galactics, and eventually all of this will be completely cleared. And the human community will be able to repossess all those underground bases. And just as the internet was originally a negative military experiment, but it was hijacked by humanity to serve the collective of humanity. So all of this will be used for the greatest good. So it is nothing to fear. It's to understand that all of the dark energies are leaving, and so be ready to empower the divine light and love, so that we all come from the light. Even the darkest soul are children of light. They just have forgotten that then. And so as you move into this light and love, and no matter who comes to you with love and light, will assist, they will disarm any negative forces. They will either accept your love and light, or they will run away, but they will not be able to in order to play the game of victim and oppressor. There has to be a need for submission and domination. As you move into unity, consciousness, and equality, love and light, there is no more grasp on those energies. And so it is a great time for all men and women of merit, all those who have been working on the power over themselves, for it is the only true power. All those who are working on power over will have a really hard time, for we want to help them, but it is time for them to let go of that control that they have exercising on the matrix, on the program of humanity. For this elevation of frequency is forcing us to address shadows, to address the inner shadows, the inner, all kinds of unconscious thoughts that we have created in past lives even, and so we're not even aware, but it is like growing pain. It's like when the tree grows, it's got to break his outer skin, it's painful, but it's necessary. Do not let the temporary growing pain to distract you from this great light that you are seeking at the end of the tunnel. For the purification, there is no choice. The resistance is futile, as the Borg would say. For this all electronic thing. For those who know Star Trek, this all electronic. It's like there is a model that was shown in a TV show named Star Trek. The Borg. The Borg were like they're the cybernetic beings, but it's not where we want to go. It is not. So we want to disconnect from all this illusionary control matrix as we move. Because if we put electronic within our body, it is whoever controls the electronic that controls our body. So we want to disconnect as much as possible from the electronic, use it in moderation, but in essence, what I want to say is that this purification is necessary. We want to return to a natural state of being, to allow our DNA to return to this energetic dimension where we can function in the fullness of of who we are, this fullness of this divine creation that were reduced greatly in order to become a subservient race for during the Dark Ages. But now, as we move into the Age of Light, we are returning to our within our power. And we will be here to assist all those who are, because as the frequency grows, there are some people that have been working for the dark, that will want to rejoin the light, and they are welcome. We'll love them, we'll help them, we'll assist them in every way we can, for we want to assist all. For all is beloved by God. In truth, there is no matter what, forgiveness is a given. So let us forgive ourselves, let us forgive others, and let us move into this sphere of freedom for all. There will be many people that will not accept this healing, and so they will have to leave. They will leave. There is no the frequency is mounting and mounting. For the soul wants freedom, and it's forcing the transformation, and that is what there is a pressure from above that is given, that is applied, and so the pressure will continue until the full liberation will be here. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to continue to comment a little bit. I will. So the highest wisdom for us today is responsibility. We have to be responsible for our words, our actions, our thoughts, to be more conscious of what we do, to not take on the responsibility that do not belong to us, but to be responsible for all that we do, all that we think, all that we say. Sometimes we may think a negative thought. Do not empower negative thoughts, just let them go. When we say something negative, just catch it and say, well, that wasn't really kind, so next time I'm going to be more careful and just send love and light into the situation and violet fire or ask the angel to fix it or whatever. And when we do something negative, just know that it's not necessarily the best thing to do. So try to adjust yourself and forgive yourself for this action, but be responsible for what you do. For we are creator of our life, and whatever pain, those pains are coming from working from our subconscious rather than our conscious reality. What we need to understand is the healer. We need to heal. We are healing. We have asked God to make us whole, to make us healed. For we want to heal all these aspects of ourselves, that love and light may heal and bring into alignment all our energies. What we need to do is the partnership. We need to be co-creator with the universe. It is the great spirit, for as above, so below. For what was created by what exists in the higher plane also exists inside of us. For we were created as a universe, as a divine being, as an equal to God. And so we just haven't come into this consciousness yet. I mean, it is an unfolding process. Trust your I am presence. Trust your own inner divinity. For it is a great minister. He knows the will of God, and he will always seek to align you. Will never to try to coerce or force you, but it works with your soul. Your soul is the one that wants to maintain the plane, and the I am presence is the adjuster, the thought adjuster, the mystery monitor. And the outcome will be self-empowerment, discovering new strengths, new empowerment. For it is important to be empowered spiritually and materially, this new empowerment that is coming. And so I want to thank God for this new alignment, that those new powers that are coming to me, that I see, that I sense, that I feel, that I know are coming to me. There will be great deal of it will appear as magic, but in truth it's not magic. It is spiritual sciences, and so we want to attune to see what is wanted by our soul, and to trust that once we achieve the alignment that our soul and spirit wants us to achieve, we will find this freedom and this new level of self-empowerment. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. The painting behind me is a painting on cosmology. It's from 2002. I think it's a magnificent painting. I just love it. For me, it's brilliant. I'm working on another version of that painting. I wanted to discuss the first 3 laws of Moses. A long time ago, there's the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran as well. There is the 3 first laws. We just want to discuss the 3 first laws of the 10 Commandments. We say the first 3 laws: you shall not kill, you shall not steal, and you shall not lie. Those are easy to understand, but those 3 laws should have put an end to all suffering. Just those 3 laws. You shall not kill should have put an end to all war and all form of violence and brutality. You shall not steal should have put an end to all form of criminality. And also this Babylonian tax system. For some tax are acceptable, but a lot of it is you've been working for your money, and your government is stealing money from you to invest in those wars and all kinds of other programs that are absolutely not necessary. So I think eventually I will talk about economic and politics, for I have some I think interesting ideas, although those ideas are all communicated already. It's all coming up. There is all kinds of new ideas that are being communicated. They have to find application now. So this, you shall not steal, and then you shall not lie, should have put an end to all the manipulation, all the media deception, all the propaganda of the media, and all the insincerity. For those 3 laws should alone have resolved a lot of things. So let us align ourselves to those to be as sincere as possible, and to be as honest as possible, and of course not to be brutal in any form, any way. So I wanted to speak briefly also about the extraterrestrial. They will be coming for our closest cousins in terms of extraterrestrials are from the Pleiades. They are coming really close. They will be the ones that will make the first contact. We're going to start seeing more ships in the sky. Some of them will be the negative extraterrestrial that will be leaving, and some of them will be the good extraterrestrial that will be arriving. The good extraterrestrial are not here to dominate. They are not here to be taken as gods. They want to be. They don't want us to be submissive to them. They want to be treated as equal. It's a heart-to-heart communication, and so. But they are very different in form. Some of them. So, are you ready, or will you fear? Understand, man is like already having a hard time. So we want to advance as much as possible this program of first contact, but some men are still racist. They believe that because their color skin is different than the other, they are better. But it's a complete nonsense. Those are tricks that God has put on the to trip up men of lower moral and ethical standards. But we're all equal. There is not more. Everybody's got the totality of God within themselves. There is not anybody else that's superior or inferior. And those extraterrestrials will come from a higher plane to assist us in responsibilizing ourselves in relationship to God and our planet. But are you ready to sit at the table? Are you ready to communicate with them, no matter how different they may be? For Hollywood has been played a game of fear with those to make men afraid of extraterrestrial. Well, some of them are positive also, but in terms of Hollywood movies. But so it is about being ready, being kind. We're all part of this one great families of spirit beings, no matter what our form may be. I'm going to sing a song that it's a French song that speaks about all the ephemerality of the human form. It's the story of this rose that is only here for one day and will die. No matter how beautiful a rose is, it will die. But the soul essence will always remain. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to pull a few cards. So the past is the arts. We've been cultivating the arts, and we are working with the arts as were given to men to beautify our life. What we are doing now is integrating the dualistic nature, man-woman, for we are created as dual beings, so we want to complement ourselves within the man-woman, but we have to know that we have the mental power that is masculine and the emotional power that is feminine, and we want to blend those two together to become a full being. And the outcome will be the Father, it will be the reconnection to God. So take the hand of God and let Him lead you. What we're working on is the bride and the groom. We're working towards this ideal relationship, this finding a true soulmate, or to cultivate the harmony within the couple if we're already coupled. But in many sense, once we are ready, we will attract the right person. And the outcome will be to understand that we're not alone. This is the card of the orphan. We're not alone. So we've never been alone, for the Spirit has always been there. God has always been there. It has been a self-imposed exile that we have created within our mind. And so it's about reconnecting through the heart to this multi-dimensional matrix, so that we can reconnect and let go of that idea of being alone. And then the outcome will be the vessels will be able to travel, will be able to cross the great ocean, to move into new discovery, new experiences, new adventure, and all kinds of great freedom. So I wanted to come and thank God today. I thank you as well for your work, for your light, for your presence, for listening to my videos. And to continue to work, to know that it's going to be the grid is forming, so we'll be able to work together in a much more efficient way this year. So we'll be able to control frequency and move into a higher realm. So there is a great deal of physical projects that are just manifesting now. So everything is in the works. So trust that and know what you want, know what your higher desire, your higher aspiration is, and then trust the universe can bring it to you. As you become sure that you are ready for that, the universe will definitely put all in place. It will appear to be magic, for there is no magic. It is just the power of self, the power of manifestation through our creative shift potential. So this song, it's an old French song. It goes like this. On est bien peu de choses, et mon ami la rose me l'a dit ce matin. À l'aurore je suis né, baptisé de rosée, je me suis épanouie, heureuse et amoureuse, au rayon du soleil. Je me suis fermé la nuit, je me suis réveillée vieille. Pourtant j'étais très belle, oui j'étais la plus belle des fleurs de ton jardin. On est bien peu de choses, et mon ami la rose me l'a dit ce matin. Vois le Dieu qui m'a faite, me fait courber la tête, et je sens que je tombe, et je sens que je tombe, mon cœur est presque nu, j'ai le pied dans la tombe, déjà je ne suis plus. Tu m'admirais hier, et je serai poussière pour toujours demain. On est bien peu de choses, et mon amie la rose est morte ce matin. La lune cette nuit a veillé mon ami, moi en rêve je l'ai vue, éblouissante et nue, son âme qui dansait bien au-delà des nues, et qui me souriait. Crois celui qui peut croire, moi j'ai besoin d'espoir, sinon je ne suis rien. Ou bien si peu de choses, c'est mon ami, la rose, qui l'a dit hier matin. Thank you very much. I wish you a marvelous day, a wonderful day. There is so much that is just here before us. So let us embrace life, embrace this potential, and let us make it real. Let us make it manifest. And so every day there is so much that is potential that is before us. And so I thank you for everything. I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.